So you might see a lot of LinkedIn posts saying, "Oh yeah, video is the new thing that's in. Do a vertical video or post carousels or post images and all that kind of stuff." And what I will say is that the format doesn't matter all that much. If you have an idea that is worth sharing that your buyers are going to find helpful and useful, how you present it is secondary. The more important thing is that you actually presented it, put it out into the world. And so if usually the easiest thing to do is to just produce text. And so if you want to get started with just text posts, go for it. I've driven a lot of pipeline just from like text posts. I do a lot of video and other assets like that, like kind of like speaking like I do right now. Very low production value as well, by the way. And all of them work great. But to get started, text posts are totally fine. Don't listen to anybody telling you otherwise. The things to note about text posts, just a couple of tips, is people do skim when they're going through their feed. And so if you're going to dump a long wall of text in there, it's probably not going to work that great. Similar to dumping a long wall of text in a cold email. People don't have the time to go through that. And so copywriting is an important skill as a seller, and you want to think about the skills you apply to writing good emails, and you want to apply that to writing good posts as well. A couple of things. Think about a good hook, opening statement that catches attention, very similar to a good subject line or email preview in your cold emails. That's the equivalent to a hook. You want to space out your sentences, leave lines between them so people can very easily skim. Never have more than like 1 to 2 sentences in a paragraph. Do not overtly just promote your product, talk about just customer problems, keep it customer centric essentially. I think similar to cold emails, like you don't want to just have a massive email about yourself. You want the email to really be about their problems. Same thing with the content in the post as well. Keep it very customer centric. But at the same time, you are trying to build business. So just casually kind of like drop in your product at some point in time. Like, oh yeah, like here's a problem that XYZ, or like somebody I was talking to was facing. Here's how they thought about it. By the way, this is how LetterDrop actually helps solve these types of situations, or whatever your product is, drop that in very casually and then continue. And then at the end, instigate conversation, get people to comment, visit the link in your bio, just try to push them to a CTA. With regard to video, if you want, you can do it. Don't think you need a fancy podcasting setup or microphone or anything along those lines. You can just start recording on your phone or your webcam and put it out there. I use a software called Riverside, which is actually recording this. To do it, it's fairly inexpensive. And so, or you can just use QuickTime or whatever's on your computer as well. And so do video if you feel comfortable. If you're not super comfortable having videos of yourself out there on the internet, it's fine as well. Don't feel pressured to do it.